Hello everyone, welcome back to ESL Drill. In today's video, I'll explain to you how to write a letter of application for transfer certificate. So for example, you have finished your class 10 in a school and then you want to move to a college and then you need certain things for admission into college like transfer certificate, study certificate and conduct certificate. Conduct certificate is about how well you behaved in school. Let's move and then see how you can write this letter of application for transfer certificate. Now look at this. There are several ways in which you can format your letter. For example, some people tend to use station and date, write station and date on the right side corner or top right corner like this. Some people want to write something like this here, Kakinada. They write station and then they want to include the date here, something like this. But we don't want to follow that thing here. Of course, if you want to, you can follow that. Now here I have chosen a different format, which is easy. Now first, this block is from address block, from address. Look at this, you have your name. Here I have taken some random name, Kovuri Pratima. Then door number, house number, next street name, and then the town or village or city. Okay, there from address. Okay, now let's move to the next part here. Here we have left some space here and then online space here. So we want to separate them. We want to separate from address from to address. See, you have noticed one more thing. I think I have not mentioned from here, that is not necessary, and to is not necessary here. But in Indian style, especially in Telugu states, people tend to use from and to, but I don't think they are necessary. Now from address and to address, between them you can write the date on which you are writing this letter. Now let's move further and then take a look at this one. After writing date, you can mention to address without mentioning to. So here in our case, we are writing letter to a principal of the school. So Suresh Kumar, a random name again, and then principal, Montessori High School. So I work in 3 schools. I have chosen one of the names. You can say Nirmala High School or Ravindra Bharati High School, whatever. So write your school's name here. Let's look at what should be written after that. Leave one line space and then write subject. Here there is another debate. Some people discuss, some people say that you need to write salutation, greeting or salutation first, like sir and madam here, and then the subject line. But I prefer this one. Don't worry too much about this one. That's not a problem. So first let's write the subject. The subject should not have perfectly framed sentences. You can just have phrases to convey the meaning. So what is the importance of subject line? Now, institutions and big organizations, they receive several letters every day or every week. Now they can't be going through all the letters. They can't be reading all the letters to find what the letters are about. Now the subject line tells us that this letter is about application for transfer certificate. Now they can look at this subject line and then understand what that is about. It saves them a lot of time. They can sort them out like that. Let's move further. So request for transfer certificate, study certificate and conduct certificate. That's about behavior. Now let's move to the body of the letter. This is called the body of the letter. Now what should be written in the body of the letter? The main points, the main thing, whatever you want to convey, whatever you want to tell the receiver. Okay, let's look at this one here. This is salutation, sir or madam, depending on the principal. Whether it is male or female, you can say sir or madam. Some people tend to use respected before sir and madam. I don't recommend that because the word sir or the word madam, they are actually used to show respect. And there is no need to add respected, but in Indian context it has become common and people tend to use that, and you are at liberty to use that, but I don't recommend that. That's not a standard practice. Okay, let's move and see what we have in the first paragraph. I'm writing to request my transfer certificate, study certificate and conduct certificate from, you can say the school's name. Here we have used Montessori, so we're going to use the same name. In your case, you can use your school's name. I have recently completed class 10 at your school, or you can say in your school, whatever is apt, can be written there. Now this is how you have given information about about the fact that you belonged to that school, or you still belong to that school, because you haven't taken your certificate from the institution yet. Now let's move further to the second paragraph. I want to express my gratitude for the wonderful education and experiences I received during my time at this school. Again school's name. So I want to express my gratitude for the wonderful education. You are showing your thankfulness. You are actually thanking the principal and the school management, not just school management. Look at this. The teachers and staff have been supportive and dedicated, and I am grateful for their guidance. Now they guided me very well throughout these years, and then I am thankful. I thank all of them. Let's move to the next paragraph. Now actually this paragraph is not at all necessary. Even without that you can apply for transfer certificate, but it's good if you mention something, because people want to be appreciated. When you appreciate, you can get things done easily. That's why I ask you to use this paragraph in your transfer certificate application letter. Let's look at the next paragraph. I need these certificates for my admission to a college. It's not necessarily a college admission. Sometimes you are in 8th class, you have finished 8th class, you want to move to a new city because your father has been transferred there, and you want to apply for a transfer certificate because the new school needs that transfer certificate from the earlier school. And you can mention, in that case you can mention my admission to a new school. Here in this case, college. I understand that there may be some procedures and paperwork involved in issuing these certificates. Sometimes some schools, some institutions want the students to fill an application form, and they can give them the transfer certificate, study certificate and conduct certificates. Now if it is so, here we are ready to provide anything that is necessary, or we are ready to do anything that is necessary. Look at this. I am ready to provide any necessary information, complete any forms and pay any fees required. Okay, let's move further and see the last two paragraphs. I would greatly appreciate it if the certificates could be prepared as soon as possible. You can say prepare certificates as soon as possible, or issue certificates as soon as possible, but that sounds rude. You want to be polite, you want to be nice. So you say, I would greatly appreciate it if the certificates could be prepared as soon as possible. You are requesting them to prepare the certificates quickly. I am in the process of finalizing my admission to the college, or you can say, just like I said earlier, it can be a school. And having these documents in a timely manner is important for a smooth transition. Transition means from one school to another school, or from one college, from this school to a college. So whatever it is in this case. Let's look at the last paragraph here. Thank you for your attention to this matter. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Don't worry too much about this grammar part here. This is perfectly all right. I said I look forward to hearing from you. Your doubt might be, after to, how can we write V1 plus ing? That is perfectly fine. Here this is a phrase, look forward to doing something or something. Now sometimes you say, I look forward to our meeting. This our meeting is something. Or you can say, I look forward to meeting you. I look forward to meeting you. Both are possible. So don't worry too much about this one. This is perfectly fine. And then in fact, if you write something like this, you'll be appreciated. People will think that you know better English. Okay, so don't worry about that. That's perfect. Now let's talk about how we can close the letter. Now see here, I have chosen yours obediently. This is according to Indian context. People want to use, want to show obedience to the higher authorities. In this case, the principal is your higher authority, so you say yours obediently, and then I have written my name there. Okay, I mean not my name, the name I have chosen here, K Pratima. Don't go away. I have something to tell you, something useful. I am going to include documents, I mean ready-made documents, ready-made templates for this transfer certificate application letter. I'm going to include the links to those documents. They'll be available on my website. The links to the website pages will be given in the description below this video. Check out the description below this video and you'll find the links and then download them, and don't forget to make necessary changes like your name, your address, door number, including everything. And then don't forget to change the date and then your principal's name and your school's name. And let me also tell you what other changes you need to make. Like if you are mentioning a school, please mention that here and then here. And I have already told you that if you want, you can remove this particular paragraph where you appreciate the school and the management and the staff, everything there. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel if you are new here. And I would like you to comment below in the comment section if there is anything you want to ask or you want to thank me. Please do that. Okay, thank you.